whether you think you could do it or not, you don't know until you do. You know what I mean? So finding out whether or not you carried your athleticism or your power to 68 when you come in there at 168, you won't find out fight night against Crawford if, you know, everything that you thought would happen as far as your preparation happened. You won't know until fight night. Canelo knows exactly what he come in the ring as. Crawford doesn't. So it's too many different variables that don't lean in Crawford's favor, from size to, you know, like I said, whatever he would have to do to augment himself to get to that weight. And then also, like I said, if that's his last fight, then cool. But where do you go from there? Because you're changing your body just to get to 68 and not look flabby and not really come in there, you know, start. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to get himself, he's going to bulk up to do it. And we saw what happened when Roy Jones bulked up and then tried to go back down. Like, where do you go from that? Because fighting him at 68 as an exhibition, one time off, cool. But do you stay there if you're Crawford? I don't think so. So that's the other thing that you have to weigh in. You know what I mean? I think that he should stay away from 68. And if you want to, you know, you want to dance with the devil, there's other guys near 47. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna name no names, but there's other guys near 47 that you can play with if you want to do that. You know what I mean?
Who are you referring to?
Boots. You already know. I think you want to play in traffic. Go ahead, fight Boots. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I would love to see that fight. I think obviously people want, you know, Boots to build it up more, and I think in about 18 months, 2 years, you probably will have the fans fully behind it. But man, if you're just looking to, like, you know, get in there and risk it all like that, you know, I mean, the money's obviously on the Canelo side right now, but you know, it's guys near your weight that you can make some money fighting that the fans will get behind. You know, I think that's a misnomer when they think that, you know, it's a myth when they think, hey, that won't be a big enough fight. I think that would be a huge fight if they fought. You know what I mean? You know, I think it would be a huge fight because people know, they're starting to understand the talent that Boots possesses. So, you know, I think that would be a huge fight.
Talent-wise, who would you say Jaron Ennis is on par with?
Talent-wise?
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say talent-wise?
Talent-wise, like, you know, physical gifts, skill level, like, who would you say he's on par with Ira?
I mean, a Marvin Hagler type of guy, if you want to go throwback with it, meaning a guy who can defend and has offense and defense and rugged, you know, from both styles, and then has styles within those styles, because people just think you just switching southpaw, you switching conventional, and that's it. No, you got different styles you can fight within those styles as well. And Boots has all that. So, you know, I don't think that there is a comparison, you know, that you can really go off of and say, this guy is like, because I haven't really seen anybody that can do it that well, other than maybe a Marvin Hagler who can switch but was very comfortable in both. People say Crawford is similar, but Crawford to me is very good offensively from both styles. But defensively, I think Boots is better both ways. You know what I mean? Whether it's conventional, he can stay in conventional and have great defense doing it. He can stay as a southpaw and have great defense doing that as well. He doesn't have to switch as a gimmick to defend himself. He does it just haphazardly, just because. You know what I mean? So I think that he's one of one when it comes to his style. You know, although people think because of the switch, I think that's where it begins and ends. They're great offensive fighters that can switch. If you want to compare him and Crawford that way, great. But I think Boots has other things he can do once he does switch. And he's not a little welterweight. Boots got some size to him, so, and he can bang. So, you know, I think he's one of one. Other than, like I said, if you want to go to a throwback, it would be Marvin Hagler. That's who I would compare him to.